At the very beginning of the story, we see a group of people, who are actually a group of 6 friends. They are all on a small spaceship going towards a private island. They thought they had a little free time after work for many days. So now they will roam on the ground and enjoy. But in the middle of their journey, their friend Jack gets infected somehow. So they have to go around and come back suddenly. All of them are very angry with him inside. Because some of them got a chance to come back. But only for the sake of this friend's health, they will lose that chance. Their spaceship was flying like a big ocean. But the pilots lost the way to that island on their map to get food. The main pilot of this spaceship is Johnny. And his partner's name is Max. The two of them are trying to understand which way they are actually going. But they don't really understand it. But there is a separate island in the middle of the ocean, where only girls live. And here they are all young and beautiful. The spaceship has been rotating for a long time. And it is almost burning. The compass of the spaceship has been destroyed long ago. And now they have to stop working with it. Johnny can understand. And if they stay in the sky for a long time, it can be a big problem. So it doesn't make sense to go anywhere and stay in their name. Then a man named Andrew can see a small island in the middle of the ocean from a distance. And at the same time, Johnny turns that way and gets ready to leave. When the spaceship reaches the edge of the island, then the 2 girls living on the island can see it from a distance. And they secretly hide in the ocean. In this direction, the spaceship takes water and slowly comes to the island. And we see that the name below is Danny. Then the name is Mickey. And then the spaceship slowly brings Jack. They all have only one hope. That someone will definitely be on this side. Danny, who is below, looks around. And after a while, he can see a big dragon from a distance. He sees the dragon and suddenly shoots it with a gun. A few moments later, darkness comes there. And they all think that it would be better for them to stay on the beach tonight. So they all make sure that they stay there. At night, a man named Pappu goes to the side of the island to do some natural work. He can see a dream of a man standing at the edge of the ocean. Just seeing this, he gets up and screams in fear. Hearing his screams, everyone else comes running. And when they all see that dream, everyone suspects that there must be some tribal people hiding on this island. But the next morning, we see a girl named Dinah Fantastic in the middle of the island. She is sitting and praying. And there are many other girls sitting quietly around her. They are all very scared. Because many men have suddenly come to this island. And now they feel that only they are goddesses who can save them from these people. Dinah listens to everyone as the leader of this tribe. And tries to keep everyone quiet. But inside, she is also in terror. On this side, Andrew and Max tie a knot together and go out to search for water on the island. And another group has come out, Mickey and Danny. They are also looking for water so that everyone can survive. At that time, only Neil and Jack had to be left on the ship. They were sitting together and making a deal. And at that time, a tribal man suddenly comes to them and wants to attack. But just seeing that man, Neil shoots a little late. And in the silence of the island, the sound of the bullet is heard again. On the other side, Andrew and Max go ahead and suddenly hear the sound of a cast flare gun. Actually, this flare gun was fired by Neil. Just then, a beautiful young girl in the eyes of them, towards Maya, who is running away in fear. Actually, these tribals are very against them. And if they get a chance, they will take her away as an object of temptation. And when she sees him alone, she wants to take advantage of him there. So the girl is afraid and runs away from there. But when the girl sees these 2 strangers running away from far away, then they see that she is more afraid and runs away to the other side. Andrew starts chasing her from behind. And Max takes a gun and shoots that fast tribal man to the ground. The girl was running away then. And Andrew quickly goes and catches him. But she was so scared that she threw him off with a hammer in Andrew's hand. And he runs away again. At this time, Mickey and Danny can also see another girl from a distance. But before they could speak, the girl ran away from that place. In a while, Andrew and Max both feel a shock and realize that they have risen above. Actually, the girls there had thrown a net made of branches on them. And when the net was closed, they fell upside down. Now all the girls there came in groups and surrounded these two men from all sides. Actually, they thought that they had come to take them away like the tribals. It is better to kill them first, because they can be a big problem for this party. Just then Maya comes there. She tells everyone that she saved these two from the hands of the tribals. So it's better not to kill them. Hearing Maya's words, Dinah doesn't say anything and leaves from there. And Maya goes and cuts the net and quietly frees Andrew and Max from there. Actually, she is very impressed with them to save Maya from the hands of the tribals. Then Danny and Mickey arrive at the place where Dinah was praying a while ago. Here, Andrew and Max return to their spaceship. Suddenly, a tribal corpse falls down from inside them. Seeing this scene, they quickly get up and ask Papu, "Who is this man?" At the same time, the girls from far away come and take away that tribal corpse, which Max had shot a while ago. Then at night, standing in front of his tent, Dinah announces to everyone that he had spoken to the goddess a while ago. And the goddess told him that there is a big problem on their island. Hearing Dinah's words, all the girls are afraid. The next morning, Papu wakes up and goes to report to the tribals, which he had killed a while ago. While cutting the soil, he will go to name the body. And suddenly, the girls stand in front of him. Seeing them, everyone else comes down from the spaceship. The girls come and want the corpse of that tribal man from Papu. And the boys also see the beautiful girl together. Without asking any questions, they quietly take the body in their hands. Then Max starts thinking a little differently. He tells everyone that if they are well friended with these girls and make them happy, then with their help, they may be able to find a way out of the island. And a lot of time will be spent with them. Hearing Max's words, the rest of the boys get serious about the matter, because they also want to leave this island. But the problem is that there is no fire in their spaceship. And the compass to find the way is also completely destroyed. For these two reasons, they are stuck here. Mickey and Max's plan is not well accepted. So he brings out some small things from the spaceship, so that they can be used as a bait to win the hearts of the girls. Then Danny, Max, and Mickey start moving towards the girls together. On the way, they come to a place. The day before, Papu and Max, who were the girls of the tribals, their bodies were hung with some sticks. Maybe their intention was that they would be scared to see them. But these three bodies do not get a little scared. Barong goes ahead more carefully. In a while, the three of them arrive at the same place where the girls were praying. With their place found, all the girls from all over the place fall down. Seeing the boys, Dina does not smile even a bit. Barong is even more angry. Then Danny goes ahead and tells Dina softly, that he wants to make friends with them. Saying this, he leaves the clothes and pots in the ground. And he knows that these are all for you. But Dina says with a cold voice, that she does not like these gifts. And he knows that he will leave with these. Hearing Dina's words, the boys do not hesitate anymore and slowly come from there. He just wants to leave the things there. But inside the girls, he likes the gifts a lot. The new clothes and the pots in the ground, they have a different look in their eyes. Only Dina feels more uncomfortable seeing all this. A few moments later, we see Maya. After wearing the new clothes, she goes straight to Max. Actually, when Max saved her by killing the Atabasis, from then on, she liked him a lot. So after wearing the new clothes, she came to show him that she liked their things very much. But even outside the rules of Dina's house, listening to her own mind, she took away this principle. Maya, who came secretly to Max after the new clothes, she did not know that after seeing Dina. And by coming to Max, she is very happy for her own business. Because she also wanted to make someone or someone out of all these beautiful girls. So she sits on the beach and tries to make him more impressed by trying to make him drink coffee. But Maya has never seen coffee in her life. So she wipes her mouth with a little sparkle and goes to him. And she tells him that she doesn't like him at all. After a while, all the girls again gather at the prayer place. There Daria and Maya try to tell everyone that she has fallen in love with Max. And he loves her very much. Hearing all this, the girls look at each other. That's when Dina comes there. She stops everyone and starts talking. He again talked to the goddess. The goddess told him that if you want to save this lamp, first you have to make friends with these men. Because with their help, they will be able to finish all the atabasis. After Dina, he went on to say that when all the atabasis will be killed, then at the same time, they will have to finish those people too. Hearing this, all the girls who were there become desperate. Actually, they wanted to work together with the boys. And live in a normal way. Dina doesn't like this rigid principle of theirs. So everyone sits quietly, upset. On the other hand, we see Danny and Max sitting by the sea and talking. And then two girls come to them, sit next to them and start talking to them slowly. On this side, Andrew was trying to catch fish by taking the water of the sea. Seeing him alone, a girl bravely comes to him. But after a while, Danny also appears behind that girl. And the environment becomes a little unhealthy. At that time, Maya was sitting next to Max. Seeing him alone, Max pulls him to him and starts holding him tightly and kissing him. At first, Maya is a little embarrassed, but then she also starts liking it. So she also holds Max tightly and spends time with him. On this side, Pappu was shaking his hands like the waves of the sea. On the other side, some girls have also made good friends with Mickey. A girl gets up from the branch and starts playing with him. When she got up from the top of the tree and was standing on all four sides, then after a sudden glance, a lot of atabasis came towards the lamp by nodding their heads. Seeing this, she is very scared. And by screaming loudly, she covers everyone and puts them in one place. And after a while, everyone hides in the corner of the cave. At this time, the atabasis come to the island and they are very sad to see their friends' dead bodies. And after the waves of the sea, when Pappu was resting for a while, then before he could get up, an atabasi comes from behind and cuts his throat. And within a short time, Pappu dies. After a while, when the atabasis return to the ship with their dead friends, then everyone hiding again comes out. Seeing them, Pappu's dead body is lying on the beach. Seeing this, everyone is very sad. And he is buried in the grave. After a while, Maya and Max go a little far by walking. At the same time, Max sees an old wrecked ship in the distance. From the port hall, he goes inside and starts looking around. On the other side, at the direction of the diner, the girls again surround everyone. And in that old ship, Maya and Max suddenly come to one place and see an old corpse, which has been lying there for many days. The story now goes one step further, and Maya wakes up to see the dry corpse lying inside the old ship. And gradually, she tells Max, "This man is our goddess." Since childhood, with whom they have built so much fear and trust, they slowly saw the goddess lying dead. Seeing this scene, two people come out of the ship and stand. And Maya opens up to Max while eating, who has been lying to everyone for 2.5 days, that their goddess is still sold. And he talks to her regularly. Maya's story seems a little unbelievable to Max at first. So he goes back inside the ship again and starts looking carefully. After a while, he reads an old diary. He opens the diary and starts reading. And slowly the real history of that place comes out. It was written there that many years ago, a terrible war broke out in a country. And as soon as the war began, everyone there had to flee. It was in that country that Sister Miriam, who ran an orphanage with small girls. As soon as the war began, she took all the girls and ran to a ship, so that they can flee to another country. But in the middle, the situation gets so bad that the control of the ship is completely destroyed. And the last ship arrives at this deserted island. Even if small girls are sold in that disaster, Sister Miriam is very strong. And the ship's driver is killed there. Then among all those girls, the 10-year-old Dina takes all the responsibilities of Sister Miriam. Even though she is young, Dina learns to meet others very quickly. And she starts thinking of herself as their natural leader. As time goes by, the girls grow up. And one day Sister Miriam dies. After that, Dina becomes the only leader of the whole party. At that time, she makes a new story in front of the other girls. She says that Sister Miriam is not an ordinary person. She says that she is actually a goddess. She has saved everyone's life. There is a goddess inside the old ship. And she only talks to Dina. Dina does not let anyone enter this island. After reading the whole diary, Max can understand that Dina was actually controlling everyone from the evil of her mind. And gradually, she turns into a completely deformed human being. Just then, she finds an old compass in the ship, which was working at that time. On the other hand, Dina orders to tie all the boys in one place. And Dina was standing in front of her and declaring that she will leave these people in the hands of the tribals, so that they are happy and do not attack them in the future. At this time, Max comes there suddenly. Max says the whole truth in front of everyone. That how Dina has kept the story of the diary for so many years. And she has made a fool of herself by listening to the lies of the girls. He knows that their respective goddesses have died long ago. And the corpse inside the ship is their goddess. That is, Sister Miriam. Hearing these words, all the girls are very angry. At that time, a girl does not dare anymore. She hits Dina on the head of anger. And kills her. The next morning, the sea sky is a little clear. Altogether there is no principle that they will all leave this restless light. So all the people of the ship and the spaceship to take some kind of defense against them, the tribals suddenly attack them again. They try to stop the ship and the people. But this time they all resist together. But with a lot of difficulty, Max and his companions succeed in taking the ship forward. And slowly they throw the lamp behind them. From a distance, the branch of the lamp and the line of the beam remain small and a new shadow of the lamp rises in front of them. At the end of the story, we see everyone is moving towards that new lamp. Maybe now they will really get a hopeless hope and a new life. And in this way, the wonderful story of the trapped friends ends.